To the Pub Drop, the Discover Winter Classic here in beautiful Seattle. Perfect conditions for an outdoor game. It's overcast, it's not too cold, and we're very happy to have the commissioner of the NHL, Gary Bettman, join us at the desk.
Any clicks for the commissioner?
Let's go. A couple of clicks.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Well, welcome. We're just talking about how great this whole atmosphere is. And, you know, the last two expansion teams, people wondered how it would work out in Vegas. They win the Stanley Cup. We see thousands of people outside the arena. Vegas completely transformed into a hockey town. Now, what you're seeing in Seattle.
Same thing.
How does it compare to what you were expecting, though?
We had high expectations both for Vegas and Seattle, and they were exceeded. Now, part of that is because both markets turn out to be great sports towns. We kind of knew that Vegas was untapped as a major league sports town, and everybody else seems to now have discovered it. But also, both organizations from ownership down have been extraordinary, both in terms of building what they needed to build on the ice and how involved and committed they were to the community, particularly with respect to grassroots hockey and building the game at all levels.
I know you guys do an incredible job of growing our sport. We can see that with all the outdoor games, right? And I know you guys are always concentrating and thinking of new ways to expand our game. Did you follow or happen to see the whole NBA thing where they had an in-league championship? Has the NHL thought about different ideas like that?
Well, our in-season tournament is going to be a best-on-best international. We don't think our regular season, in terms of the importance of games, needs any juicing. The fact of the matter is, you know, there are teams now that feel like they're in the playoffs. Our guys don't take off time for maintenance or what have you. So we decided if we're going to do something different, it's something that we know is important to the players and is part of the fabric of our game, and that's international competition. So what you'll see from us mid-season, and we'll get to announcing something relatively soon, is going to be about best-on-best international, which accentuates one of the great strengths of our game.
Commish, you haven't announced yet where the next Winter Classic would be.
Correct, and I'm not going to do it now.
I didn't expect you to, and it gets better and better every year. I want to take us through the whole process. How do you decide which cities, which markets get to Winter Classic?
It's really very opportunistic. I mean, it's like painting on an empty canvas where we've filled some things in and we start to fill them in more. I mean, who would have thought that we would come to T-Mobile in Seattle and actually dress up this stadium the way we have? You know, this is our 39th outdoor game. We have 2 more games coming up this season in MetLife in New Jersey, with 2 games roughly in 24 hours. Still a few tickets available, and a concert on Saturday night with the Jonas Brothers before the Flyers play the Devils. But part of it is we're constantly looking to figure out how do we engage our fans, give them a special, unique opportunity, and how do we accentuate what's great about the places that we're putting these games on. And this is a great example of it with the shipwreck from the Kraken in the outfield.
And they've done a great job, but how do you give clearance on a mascot like Bowie? Like, how does that come across your desk? Like, that thing is disgusting. That thing is holding
You
back.
probably don't like Gritty either, and he's world renowned.
Me and Gritty are boys, and he's throwing a pie in my face. But Bowie is like, this guy robbed CVS just for crying out loud. He can't be allowing this stuff to go on.
You know, every now and then you need to lighten up a little.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to do it with Bowie. I'm not going to give you any promise. If you give me the next outdoor game, I'll start liking Bowie.
Where would you like the next outdoor game?
ASU Stadium in Tempe, Arizona.
Hey, listen, one of the great outdoor games was in LA at Dodger.
Yes, it was.
Because we think of our sport as winter, right? But I'm telling you, that was a great atmosphere. The weather was 60 degrees. It was great to play hockey there, and both teams played really well.
All right.
Well, actually, the hitting is a little bit more normal when it's 40 or 50 or 60 degrees.
Yeah.
When it's 20 below zero, the hitting comes down a little bit.
It looks like you've got some work to do. We've given you places to play these outdoor games. Biz and Bowie, you can solve that problem as well. And we want to thank you so much for our time. And Biz wants to thank you in advance for the hour podcast that he says you guys are going to be doing.
We'll see you on Chiclet soon, bud.
you tend to impact people's careers more than I'd like mine impacted.
He's giving you a compliment.
No. I mean that as a compliment.
I got Butch Goring schooling me. And now,
What's that all about?
Oh, yeah, he stuffed me in a locker yesterday. We need player safety on the case. That 74-year-old
taking on the
school.
nicest
You know
guy in
what?
hockey.
You're great at bringing attention to the game. And 99% of the time you do it great.
Okay.
The 1% we always have to talk about.
There you go. Gary, thanks so much. Really
Thanks,
appreciate it.
Commish.
Happy
Great to
New
be
Year.
with you. Enjoy the afternoon.
Listen, you've been talking about concerts. How about the Head and the Heart? We're going to go there performing All We Ever Knew live from the NHL and TNT and BR Open Ice Breakaway fan event.